Boryana here, and I'm so excited to be sharing my first project as a design team member of the Christmas Craft Creations Challenge blog. The theme for August is animals, and you have time till September 8th to enter the challenge if you'd like to play along. For my card, I'll be using the jumping reindeer from this stamp set, the mountains from this one, and the hills from this set. I used stitched rectangle dies for my card front and also made a frame. I used the frame as a guide and stamped my scene elements with Copic-friendly ink. My card panel is Nina Sour White, 80 pounds. Now I'm stamping my reindeer, but before that, off screen, I stamped the heels on sticky note tape to create masks that I'll be using later. For the reindeer, I chose warm gray markers, and I'm just adding a little bit of shading. W0 was way too light for my liking, so in the end I went over it with the W1. I'm also adding R20 for a rosy cheek, and C5 and C7 for the hooves. For the nose, I put a dot with Y02 marker and then R37 and R89 to make it bright red. For the saddle, I used BG10 and BG13, and I didn't know what color to use for the scarf, so I left it for later. Now, just using a black pen, I'm extending those mountain lines. And I'm using BV00, C0 and C1. With the BV00, I'm just outlining the darkest parts of the mountains. Then coming in with C1 and extending these lines. And the same with the C0. And then I go over everything with the colorless blender to smooth it out. For the snow portion, I used BG000, and again I blended it out with the colorless blender. I decided to use distress inks in broken china and peacock feathers, and I used my masks, and I'm going with light hand and circular motion, just applying the ink evenly and starting with the broken china and switching to the peacock feathers and blending back and forth. And then I used the self-made hue stencil, and I made some small kind of hues with tumbled glass distress ink, and I covered also those other hues with the help of the masks. And now I decided that the scarf will be purple, and I'm using V12 and V15. I decided to add also Christmas trees and snowflakes, but because I didn't have any clearly besotted snowflakes, I took some from Fawn stamp set, and I'll be using this Ocean Sparkle Nouveau embossing powder for the Christmas trees, and wow embossing powder in white for the snowflakes. Then I also cut from glittery cardstock a frame just for an extra sparkle, and from this stamp set I chose my sentiment, which is walking in a winter wonderland. I didn't have anything else suitable. Now I'm adhering in the frame, and I have already adhered my card front to the card base, and I'm adding a few more dots here and there with a white jelly roll pen as if there is more snow falling. And of course, what is a Christmas card without sparkle? So I'm adding clear wink of Stella and Nouveau glitter drops in white blizzard just to go around those hues. I think I use these Nouveau drops on every single Christmas project I make, and I'm adding a little bit more on the mountain tops. And Nouveau glaze on the nose of my little reindeer. I hope you enjoyed the video and maybe got inspired to create Christmas cards and join our challenge. Please check my description box for more details. Have a nice day. Bye.